What's going on?
Get one of the water out of the fridge.
Yeah.
I give me water out of the
What's
fridge.
going on, everybody, man? It's yours truly, Mufasa Fast, y'all coming in for another episode of Alphacology, man. I'm here with my boys. I'm here with my homeboys, man. And we just gonna chop it up on some real shit that we been seeing. I like where it's going, though. I like where it's going, you know, with the Kwame Brown situation. I was waiting for a cat to come expose all that bullshit and start calling out all these fake ass, stupid ass, punk ass, beta males. That's what that's what the fuck they is.
Yep.
So, and they always do the same shit. They always once a man go ahead and step to you and start talking shit back to your ass. Now you crazy. Now you hurt. You know how they do. Oh, you must be hurt. Oh, you just mad. Oh, he crazy. Now the man is supposed to be crazy and all that. But I ain't hear shit from Kwame. I ain't even know what the man sounded like, to be honest with you. Thanks for that, man. Be honest with you, for the last 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even know. I just thought he was a duck. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit up there and lie. Like, with basketball and shit, like, my homeboy Troy, man, he put me on this dude. And I always felt like it's a lot of cats. I even used to play sports, being an athlete. Man, especially when I went to college, it was a lot of dudes on my college teams that were legit the best athletes on the team and never got to play. Not because they weren't good players, not because they didn't know what they were doing. Most of the time, it was just politics. You know what I'm saying? So when you watch a sports team, or your favorite college football team, I guarantee you it's a cat over there that got too much alpha male in him, and he's not cooperating. They want to say cooperating, but he ain't doing what the coach.
They can't control that.
They can't control him. And when you can't be controlled, they're not going to give you opportunities. So you got to look like you could be controlled. That's why they, you know what I'm saying? And I don't mind it. A lot of cats will sit up there and tell you, yeah, he playing the league. I ain't never thought he was a bust. I just thought
you get back to the NBA, how you a bust?
Exactly. So you know what I'm saying? I never thought he was a bust.
I mean, you gotta look at the whole situation and how everything played out.
But he never said shit though, so it was just
act like he didn't live up to the expectation of the first overall pick. But
Okay.
there's a lot that goes into why he didn't live up to the expectation of the first round pick. When you think about it, who was his teammates when he played with? He came in the league, played with Jordan, a ball dominant guard
Ball hog.
that was looking to win right now. They're not trying to develop no young talent. He came in the league at 17. You know what I'm saying? Then after Jordan, he went to play with Arenas, another ball dominant guard that's not finna dump the ball into the paint to try to get nothing going. And after he left Arenas, he played with Kobe, another ball dominant guard that's not gonna have you develop no offensive game. But the strength of his game was defense, setting pick, and rebounding. He wasn't a great rebounder, but he was decent. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't no scrub. He wasn't a trash player. They just never developed this man's game. When you come into the league at 17, 18, you're not a finished product. There's still more development of your game that you got to do. And he came into a situation to where Jordan was trying to win right away. So they wasn't in no trying to develop no young player. Just like if you look at Kevin Garnett, he ain't come in the league ready to ball. He wasn't balling when he came out of high school. He had to develop his game.
Kobe too.
You know what I'm saying? Kobe the same way.
Yeah, they did. I remember Kobe.
So if you don't develop
like
these young
a
players,
good 2-3 years before Kobe started.
you don't develop these young players, that's what they're gonna be. He was a decent role player. He did his role. Played defense. He was the only nigga that could guard. One of the only niggas who could guard Shaq straight up. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing about it that they don't talk about is when Kwame got drafted, they drafted him to actually trade him for, I don't know if it was Elton Brand, but the owner, whoever, blocked the trade.
Mm-hmm.
So that man said he'll be in practice. They'll just bring in veterans just to beat up on him and, kind of like basically torture him. He said if the average 18-year-old had to go through what I went through, they would have jumped off a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it was like he said they would make him work out like 2.5 hours before the game, just to have him sit the bench. And then if they up or down by 30, they'll put him in the game. And the first little thing he do wrong, he said Doug Collins will yell at him like it's a tight game and make it seem like they're the reason for them losing or whatever. Which I thought was kind of, fucked up. So you basically just mind fucking this dude, you know what I'm saying, kind of mentally torturing him instead of really actually developing him. Now they say he used to also dominate big men in practice too. They like all the older veteran big men used to dominate their ass. But you'll never know it because they never really gave him that opportunity in the games.
He had too much talent to be a scrub.
Exactly.
He was a big, strong,
number one
agile,
overall.
big, strong, agile motherfucker.
Yeah, you just don't randomly be number one. Yeah, but I feel like they ain't give him a fair shot. And like I always say, shit, you playing sports, it's politics. It's 10 of y'all on the court, only one ball. 11 dudes on the field, only one ball.
Bad.
It's still like, I know the politics of sports anyway because, I know a dude got some real hands at that boxing gym. And I remember one time he was going to fight this, overrated. He was like, them dude overrated. And they came to him, he was whooping dude. They was like, if you don't knock him out, they gonna give him the fight. Cause his name's stronger. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit come into play when you looking at who's a bust, who not, how much support they really put behind these dudes. And
the only loss that Mayweather got on his career was some bullshit.
Was bullshit.
In the Olympics. Yep. Sure was.
Yeah. So we know this shit is a controlled environment, and it's meant to control the alpha males. So one thing I did pick up on, he ain't say too much until they start getting at him. I guess he got tired of that shit. He got tired of that shit because for the last 10 years, what they been doing? Going in, he the biggest buzz.
I already know what it was. But when he went in because, it's one thing for the pundits and the niggas who really don't know what they talking about on TV, like your Stephen A's and all that, to be talking about you. But like you said, man, this basketball shit is supposed to be a fraternity. Y'all niggas played like me. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Steven Jackson was his teammate. For you to be my teammate coming out here and try to disrespect me in that way, bro, I think that's what got him off his square. And then Matt Barnes, like, who the fuck you talking about, Matt Barnes? Mm-hmm. Like you was a fucking a star player or something, bro. Shut your ass up. Your career wasn't no better than Kwame.
Yeah.
He was more of a defender. He couldn't really score.
Yeah.
He wasn't no
Fake
scorer
tough
like
guy.
That's exactly what he is, a fake tough guy.
Got your bitch stolen.
And niggas say,
hey, that's the thing.
You the one supposed to be around here stealing niggas' bitches. And your ass getting your bitch taken.
Man,
you fuck out of here. But he right. Yeah. Becky with the good hair looking down there.
Yeah, nobody never liked that dude. I mean, you can look at him and tell nobody ain't like his ass. You know what I'm saying? I know you.
Man,
you look at a dude, you would be like, yeah, cuz used to get picked on back in the day. He one of them.
Want to be down ass niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Brown remind me of my cousin. I ain't gonna say his name. He's locked up right now. He just come up for the year, light skinned, but always just had like this. I want to say something to prove, but it's like you always want to try to fight somebody to see where you at, but you always getting your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? But you want to be known as a tough guy. You know what I mean? It's just that light skin mentality, bro. I don't get it. Maybe because you so light, niggas think you white and you gotta prove yourself to your people.
He mixed, so a lot of the times they don't feel like they fit in nowhere, right. So they gotta do extra shit to try to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
Sound about right.
And you growing up in the hood and you kind of like fair skinned,
mm-hmm.
They gonna try you. But everybody get tried. Everybody get tried.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody
get tried.
That's just like when you talk about manhood and masculinity, your ass gonna get tried.
Bad.
You gotta get tested. You just gotta pick the right battles.
Bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like the shit that this man went through in his life is why we seeing the product of what type of man he is right now, Kwame Brown. All that shit he went through in his childhood, from between his daddy and having to help his mama at an early age, and even the shit he went through with Michael Jordan. People could talk shit about Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan know that those type of situations bring the real man up at you. Mm-hmm. And that's what he want to know, what type of man I got on my team and who finna ride with me.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? I mean, the only thing I would say that's wrong is he wasn't trying to develop. They wasn't trying to develop Kwame.
No, they just.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got the toughness up out of him, and he got the real man up out of him, but they ain't developing skills on the offensive side of the ball, and that's.
But what's
that's
gonna
what
last you longer in life? What's gonna last you longer in life?
You already know the real man shit.
Yeah, that shit gonna have you surviving out here. So
you want to thrive, not just.
I just like the thing about it is he just pointing out the bullshit. See, I like when people predict what what your so-called enemy gonna do next and say next. And he was like, yeah, they gonna start calling me crazy. They gonna start talking shit. They gonna try to destroy me as a man. And then he just pointed out some more red pill truth. Like, when it come to black male athletes, all they do is try to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? He talked, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of that shit going on.
And it's just like he said, it's a reason that we ain't never heard no interviews with him before.
I could tell.
He was
I know exactly.
He was a real ass nigga,
You
man.
put that camera on
right.
him, and he gonna speak
He
them facts.
ain't playing to this stereotype that the white man gonna hold you down. What he's saying is you can overcome that shit. I overcame it. You could overcome it. That's the message he was trying to put out. They ain't want that message out there.
Yeah.
They want us to woe is me, complain, stay weak, feel like we can't make it through.
Yeah.
Them the niggas they put in the
That's
spotlight.
psychological warfare,
Yeah, exactly.
bro.
Big time.
Cause every time, like, y'all remember when during the pandemic, LeBron came out there and was like, said something about police. He was like, "We're scared. We're just so scared." I'm
I
like,
remember that.
Yeah.
the fuck? Who's scared
No,
of
he was
what?
talking about with the police. That was
Yeah, but nah, bro. No, I
See,
ain't
they
scared.
get-
I
they-
ain't
And I
scared.
don't, I ain't the biggest LeBron fan, but I don't want to be too critical of that, cause
Nah.
they get these young boys, and these boys don't really be knowing what they be doing, what they be pushing.
Yep.
I think LeBron really think he doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't give him a pass yet.
I think he think he doing
He
the right
he
thing.
too locked in for the rest of his life. They gonna have a muzzle on him, so we ain't gonna never.
Well, you
really
know,
Nike forever gonna
Nike
do
got a $1 billion contract with him, man. So you know,
Mm-hmm.
once somebody paying you that kind of money, I guarantee you in that contract,
You got something. They got
there's
control.
some shit built
He's
into that
bootleg,
contract.
but he's
too.
bootleg, though.
Yeah, then he
Oh,
bootleg.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
he
You know what I'm
part of the
saying?
bootleg,
So
That's a
there's
wrap.
that.
It's a wrap with that.
He
yeah.
got the Sphinx on his chest.
We can't even worry about Braun no more. He gone. He just a super athletic
Freak
Puppet.
of nature.
puppet
Getting
right
that,
now.
but he's definitely that.
Yeah,
That's
but
that's
but
the
like
sad
we were
part.
saying,
Like
it's
you
a
say,
lot
man,
of
that, like you know, I just like Kwame, I gotta say that when he came into the league, he was 17, 18. They get these boys before they real men for real, and then they
Realize what's
cultivate them into what they want them to be.
Right.
So I really look at LeBron like a victim. You know what I'm saying?
he programmed
Yeah, they program exactly. They program.
the programming. I got you.
But that go damn near go for every athlete in the league. That's why when you look at somebody like Kyrie, they try to say he's crazy and all that there, but that man really owns some big.
But I could say this with a lot of confidence. Anybody who have a different opinion than what the pop culture opinion is on shit, they always viewed as crazy.
Crazy, they alienated.
I agree. I fell for that.
But
Kyrie.
I
I fell
see-
for that Kyrie slam that first too.
But I see
He
it
do
as.
say a lot of stuff that's like, ugh. You should have said
But
that.
I see
But
it.
we all,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We all.
I
make
done said
mistakes.
that. I done did that.
But really,
before.
if you look at overall what Kyrie talk about, what he stand for, it's on some real man shit.
What I see it as is on some masculine alpha shit. Like, bitch, you just can't tell me anything. You gotta prove this. That's one thing about manhood. Like I told, I was talking to this chick, and I said, womanhood, being feminine, that's some shit you don't have to prove every day. You just have it. Like you born with it. You could be soft. You could be gentle. I said manhood, masculinity, that's some shit you gotta wake up every day and for war. Ready to prove that shit every day until you an old ass man.
And the thing is, remember back, it used to be a time where when you were transitioning from a boy to a man, you had what was known as like a rite of passage.
Yeah, they'll drop
That
your
you
ass
had,
off in the
know what I'm saying?
woods.
You had to show and prove that you were ready to be a man. It just
Ain't no
wasn't
more of
just
that,
something
no.
they gave
Mm-mm.
you.
Ain't no more of that shit. Dude.
And they don't even want you to be a man. They don't. And psychologically speaking, that goes back in the 60s and the 50s when them Europeans just call us boy. You know what I mean? But to be real, if from a perspective of from a historical standpoint, we can't really call ourselves men until we understand our origin. Meaning, we want to sit up and keep calling ourselves black people.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, like, you know.
Nah, go say, speak your... Man,
but,
nah, we got an hour.
Right. But to understand we misrepresent ourselves. But as a man, in the Bible it says, man, know thyself, man, learn thyself.
Yeah, get into it. What is a black person?
Exactly. It is a goddamn brand. It's not a nationality. And brands get controlled. Ain't no such thing as a black culture. You gotta have a nationality to have a culture. And that shit goes hand in hand.
Our quote unquote culture is dictated through us. Mm-hmm. They talk about rap, the rap culture and shit. That's
rap culture, hip hop culture,
and all that shit is designed and made by white people.
Exactly.
Jewish people, if you want to be quite honest.
Exactly. You took the word right out of my mouth.
Hey.
And I never forget, I seen a video on YouTube, this Jewish guy who had his face covered. He was talking about hip hop and how Jews came into getting involved with hip hop. He said at first they didn't want nothing to do with it because they was heavy into the heavy metal. They was controlling the people in the heavy metal music and shit. Until Run DMC comes on the scene, they noticed they sold like about 5 million copies, right? And then they noticed how much of an influence it had on young black men. So they were like, bitch, once they got control of Run DMC, and then they see it was another group before NWA, it was Public Enemy. Mm-hmm. They wanted to neutralize them because they were putting out music on a conscious level, like really putting black folks up on game.
Right.
So they were like, we got to neutralize them. So what they do? Here comes NWA. NWA got this big ass deal, and then next thing you know, they talking about women, bitches, and hoes, and
killing niggas.
We need to talk. We need to dig more about that because you
killing Negroes.
With that. It wasn't even just Public Enemy. It was the rap.
De La Soul too.
Poor Righteous Teachers.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one? There was a female. I forgot her name.
Come on, Lauryn Hill.
No,
Lauryn Hill was
before her. Yeah, before her. I can't think. She was on Oprah show.
I know who you talking about.
I can't think of her name right now.
She had a movie about her. She had a movie about her
name, bro. But she on some real shit herself. I forgot her name.
Wait, I know you talking about
not Salt and Pepper. She was before Salt and Pepper.
Sister Soldier.
Sister Soldier. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sister Soldier. It was full of conscious music, man. That was an attack. They had to bring NWA in to switch that shit up.
Yeah, they did that to change the whole frequency, vibration, because they were waking black folks up.
Yeah.
And I already know what kind of stuff music, like subconsciously. If you listen to how these niggas hating on you, how you gotta shoot a nigga, kill a nigga all day, kill, murder.
That's
guess what you gonna perpetuate?
The same shit.
The same
murder,
shit.
Kill,
fucking these hoes, not raising no family. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when most of our households ain't got men in them for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying?
So guess who raising them? The rappers.
The
rappers raising the men. Like when you don't have a man look up in your household, you don't have a man.
You gonna look up to a man somewhere. You gonna look up to a LeBron. You gonna look up to a Lil Wayne or something.
You know what I mean? So when you see a niggas on TV that's wearing a lot of jewelry and shit, like damn, that's what I idolize. That I want to replicate that. You know, and that's what happened. And then that's
just not smart. You making yourself a guy.
But that's not
exactly.
But at the same time, which comes back to what we were saying before.
Perpetuate the same shit on us. We wear all this jewelry, go hang out in the damn hood with niggas who ain't got no money.
Yep, here they come.
That's disrespectful.
Wait, why you doing me like that?
That's disrespectful.
Yep.
Took my chain in.
Yep.
But hey, this is what I see. When you lack no culture, no spirituality, you don't have no structure of household. You just see niggas on TV shooting the ball, rapping, got guns.
I think that's the life.
You'll think that's the life. Or even when it comes to the female, like we need a female out there too that's gonna say some real shit. They ain't out there yet. But we can't.
We did have one, but they took her ass down. Ayanla, they took her. I think her show gone.
Yeah.
She tried to come out with some real shit and tell the women. Like, listen, we ain't holding ourselves accountable.
Nah, man, love in hip hop. Yeah.
Show canceled.
So can
Yeah,
love and
that's up out
hip,
here. We don't want that.
love and hip hop.
See,
Same
what you
shit.
got to realize
You
is
got
that-
the city girls, then all these traveling, all these bitches want to do is travel. They don't want to raise no family.
But
What you
listen,
say?
they play to them because women are the main consumer on this market. So what they want to do is they want to play to they gotta play to the women because the women are making the majority of the purchases. So the thing is at the same time is they're making them feel they lowering their self-esteem to make them feel like they need and want more. So that's what's fueling the market out here.
Right. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go even deeper than that. But the black woman is the #1 gross national product in the fucking world.
Excuse me?
She's the number
Number
one
one gross
gross
national
national product
product
in the world. Because she produces the black athletes, the actors, everything else. The black people they come from the womb, the black woman's womb. Now, what they know, what a lot of us don't know, is that whatever is being taught to that woman, whether you're giving her information, whether it's through trauma or whether you just teach her, it goes to her womb.
And it
Which
comes
means
to
it's
the
going to
child.
go to her child subconsciously. And they'll even tell you that the first school of a child is in the womb of his mother. So when they come out, they already subconsciously.
Hey, you know
have
what?
inherited
You know what
shit.
That's real.
You know what I noticed too.
That's on a
You know
deeper
what?
level.
You know what I noticed too.
And how they control us, big time.
You know what I noticed too? Like if a chick pregnant and she going through a lot, that child come out
Looking
very
like-
problematic and looking like,
The person that gave her hell.
yep.
So a lot of this, I already know. I mean, my dad ain't give my mama hell. You know what I'm saying? My dad.
I mean, you
had
got strong genes in there
You know
too
what I'm
now.
saying? But I done seen like, okay, I got a cousin. You know what I'm saying? My auntie had a daughter from my uncle, and
Right.
when she got pregnant, when they were married, he divorced her while they was married. I mean, while she was pregnant, she
Dang.
divorced her. He
Right.
divorced her. She came out looking just like her daddy. You know what I'm saying? And part of that reason because he stressed her the fuck out. You know, but that's that's just one of the ways, you know what I mean, how shit can be passed on through trauma and shit like that through the woman. I say through her womb,
They attack the women to get at us.
right? And
It's
then
really the black man that's the #1 enemy. But they attack if they can control the women.
Woman,
they know the woman is what pushes culture. The woman is what pushes, like you say, teaching the kids. The woman is the first teacher.
Teacher. Yeah, your mom the first
yes,
teacher.
Thank you. And peep this. In Freemasonry, they have on what is known as on the Shriner's hat. They have what is known as a sword, and it's something else on there, but it represents the subjugation of the black woman, or what is known as the Moabite woman, which is us, Moabite Moors. Okay, and what it is, they figured out: you control the woman, you control the nation.
That's fact.
So why do you think women getting the child support, women getting all the government assistance, they get everything? Guess what?
Teaching
All they
women
gotta
that
do
niggas ain't shit.
exactly. Guess what? All they gotta do is not have a man living in their house, and this shit started heavily in the '60s. You know what I'm saying? And there was a movie called Claudine. So go look it up. Go look at that movie. That shit is fucking crazy. The movie started out. The woman she in the house, right, with a man. She in the house with a man. She told him, you got to get out of here before the social service people come. You can't be in here, right? So he had to get up out of there. He get out of the house. Social service people come. They look for a man in the house. You know what I'm saying? Because if she don't, because they find a man, all her benefits gone. You know what I mean? And that's how they control her. So the state become the husband.
Yep.
And now if you got a son, ain't no role model in there for him to follow. And then if there is a man around, he can't stay
You become
long.
property of the state.
The deeper thing is
The child becomes property of the state
State
through,
property.
when you
through
live in
school or through the penitentiary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the child comes state property through the birth certificate.
Oh yeah.
But when you're living in the
Yeah.
poverty mindset, what a lot of people don't realize is a lot of problems come to relationships, especially when you're poor. The poor deal with a lot of problems in relationships.
Yep.
So we know that, but even we dealt with that a lot back in the 60s and the 70s and shit. We had more money back then if you want to compare it to how the market is.
And there was more families.
But we
More
dealt
family
with
unit
our
back then.
issues and we stayed together through that shit. Now you got all this fucking benefits and shit's available. If you get rid of this man, it's like you ain't really got the same motivation to want to keep this man in the house.
Exactly. There it is. And they don't feel like, well, I don't need you.
That's
I
what,
don't need no man.
And that's what we always say on the podcast.
They got the government to bring the money and the police for the
70% of divorces are filed by women. So soon as it's a disagreement, well, I ain't happy. I don't need this.
And they got a safety net.
Yeah, we don't.
Exactly.
We don't. So that's why, at the same time, like when I see him speaking out on certain shit, we need to know that. That's the information we need to know. Once you know, now you know how to move. Yep. Once you know what you see on TV, this superstar athlete, it might be a guy on that team that's better than him. Like I said at the beginning, with Kwame Brown. What's dude name you showed me? Troy showed me. What's dude name? He changed his name.
Abdul-Rauf. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
Yeah. He went stand.
Oh, you talking about the basketball player?
Yeah, he was raw as hell.
Yeah.
He was raw as hell.
Yeah,
he played with Shaq. And he was the star player.
And he was
and
good.
they
He was better than him.
blackballed him.
Yeah.
It's such thing. And they blackballed him, but people,
Muslim. Yeah.
but people, you wouldn't even know how good he was. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that boy was
tough.
The truth.
He was Steph Curry before
Steph.
Exactly.
See, but people don't know.
Exactly.
I ain't never knew that until I seen the YouTube video. I'm like,
he got a video where
he lit Jordan up for 50.
I'm finna watch that video.
Exactly. But
he lit Jordan
like
up
38. He turned 38.
38?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he beat, but people don't know. You go look at that video. He talk about beating Jordan 1-on-1 in high school. Jordan did what he did. Jordan came to his school, and Jordan told him, "Look, I want you to come at me as hard as possible." Blah blah blah. Dude say he came out. I think he hit Jordan with a quick cross. Got to the rack. He said, "Well, breathing down his neck, he could feel him, and he laid it up. He flicked it up, and he barely got it in. And then he got the ball again and scored on him again. And Jordan got the ball. And said, "Okay, you can go sit down." Yeah, the real talk. That's just how the story go. He'll tell you that in his little interview. So
so it's like
a lot of who they market as star players is a lot
it's a lot of dudes.
Oh,
it's a lot of dudes.
It's a lot. Most niggas in the NBA can drop 25 to 30 if they given the chance.
Of course,
but that's the same thing in the NFL. Like
the
difference between
the running back.
Yeah, the difference between an elite receiver and an average receiver is probably 0.02 of a centimeter. Like
there's not much of a difference. They just one getting the opportunities and the other one ain't.
Yeah, it's not much of a difference.
That's all it is. Yep, that's all it is.
Because I'll tell you right now, for the Saints, who I used to coach, that's one of the best athletes, best receivers money could buy.
Who you talking about?
But Traquan Smith, right?
Okay, yeah.
But I know they ain't giving him the ball like they should. He can make all the.
I'm gonna tell you something.
He can make, but guess what? He don't get his pay as much as what's your boy Mike Thomas.
So you know what? But he gonna have to go through. Listen, man.
He don't got to go through what Thomas go through for that money.
Bro, Michael Thomas, I'm guaranteed sooner or later you're gonna hear about a family member that died in his motherfucking family if it ain't happened already.
They gotta have something in order. What you gotta understand is,
they threw the man the ball 17 times.
With this
one game, I was like, bro, man. And I see Trey.
Me giving you $100 million is a lot of power. Me giving you, and that's what they don't. What you don't understand is,
I'm thinking. I think like a man. I think warfare. I think win. I don't give a fuck about
deeper than that.
Right, way deeper than that.
I be like,
because a lot of these teams ain't trying to win. Like, be honest,
they got NFL revenue sharing. They share the revenue. Yeah. So if this team win, I'm finna share the revenue. Mm-hmm. It's I don't know if all sports set up like that, but I believe
in the NFL is set up like that.
Yeah. But it's so crazy because I know for a fact Jameis Winston is a good quarterback, right?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And I hear the stories like my boy Preston used to play. He was like, man, sometimes he'd be like, man, why you throwing me the ball? And he said they called him in the office. They don't talk to him like that no more. He was talking about Eli, right?
Eli, man.
Yeah. I really do be thinking they do point shaving though, bro.
This is what I'm trying to explain to you.
It's definitely rigged.
This what I'm trying to explain to you.
But no,
it's deeper than that. If I give I give you $100 million,
I gotta know that you ain't gonna take it.
$100 million is a lot for me to give you.
Life changing.
You can now combat a lot of the shit that I'm doing, and now I can either you gonna be my ally or you gonna be enemy. Very powerful enemy. So before I give you this $100 million, I gotta do something so I could trust you with this power that I'm finna give you. That's why they got all this gay rumors and shit that be coming out. These niggas taking dick up the ass, family members dying and shit. That's the secret that they got over these niggas so they could trust them. Yep. Now, if you get out of line, I could pull this shit out on your ass.
And hey, shit over.
This nigga didn't fuck you in the ass.
That's why I like.
I heard you had something to do with your family member dying.
Yeah, you know that's why. That's why I like Kwame Brown, because he's like, listen, I was quiet. Now I ain't quiet no more.
Yep. I
ain't getting no NFL check, or no NBA check. You know, and I feel like all them boys do that. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like you a man, get your paper. If you sign the contract a certain way, get your paper, get your money. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't no coincidence. It ain't no coincidence that a lot of these powerful motherfuckers got gay rumors surrounding them.
Exactly.
That ain't no fucking coincidence.
And if you read between the lines, you hear Kwame say, we're in a fraternity.
Yep. You heard what he said.
You say, no, we're in a fraternity. When you was talking about Steven Jackson. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So and you around here just trying to out a nigga, like you trying to shit on a nigga for clout. You know what I mean? When that shit way deeper than that.
And yeah, it's some stuff he still ain't going too deep in. But as a man, I'm gonna mind my business.
But you can read between the lines, then they'll tell you, dog, it ain't no such thing as real men in the entertainment industry, bro. Especially on Sports Center and all that, ain't no real man.
Everything part of the program.
Think about it, they'll let Stephen A. Smith talk that shit, right? You think he talking some old, like he just really a nigga just speaking his mind, like, yeah, that nigga really got freedom of speech. He ain't got shit.
What is these niggas' talent for real? Why they getting all this money? Charlamagne the God. What is his talent? How did he make it to be as elite?
All right, let me tell y'all something. Like my little story. I got hit up by a little
niggas
publishing company for the podcast. I thought it was a great honor. I'm like, oh shit, and they was like, oh, you just gotta clean this up. You gotta clean that up. Oh, we gotta see, because you talking about a lot of being a masculine man, and all these women that's over this, they might not like that, and it's gonna be hard to push. I'm like, bitch, you just basically told me change who the hell I am so I can get a check. Mm-hmm. I'll get my check some other way.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
When you create your own platform and you really start to get get their attention, you fuck around overnight, get by 200,000, damn near 1 million followers. Oh, bitch, that's a problem, because now you have access to all these people who can you can mold their minds, okay, and have them on some shit. Yeah, that ain't got shit to do with what they got going on. But now you're an actual threat. So they gonna step to your bitch. They gonna at that point they gonna make an offer to you that you can't refuse.
Right, and either they gonna make an offer you can't refuse, or they gonna try to tear you down somehow. That shit is warfare. Mm-hmm. If you got a 200,000
like with this Me Too movement. Yeah. Like, bruh, all right, if you skyrocket overnight and they can't get you, they gonna send somebody, or at least, send somebody who can mess you up.
Send somebody that can touch. No, see how they do. They'll research your ass. They'll know what type of women you like, what type of food you like, all that shit. Boy, they don't give a, and they gonna find a way to get to you. They gonna find a way to get at you. Well, that's what they do.
In your past, or they gonna research
and they gonna hold it against
you. Set your ass the fuck up.
Yep. That's just how it go.
It's an A&R nigga from No Limit was telling why them boys never went major, and he was like, what them boys do, they invite these boys to these parties, slip shit in they drink, get them all fucked up, have them on tape doing some ungodly shit.
Then he be like, hey, you gonna sign with us?
Why you think all these niggas signing bullshit contracts? You think all these niggas dumb like that? Mm-mm. All these niggas ain't dumb like that. They put these niggas in situations to where a lot of them ain't got no choice but to, either you gonna sign this contract,
tell them we're gonna expose your ass. Yeah. Like, oh, you ain't gonna sign with us? He said, pop the video in, dog. Pop the video in. You see the video, and say you don't remember what happened the night before. You just wake up, your ass so, your dick so, nigga, your throat might be hurting. Mm-hmm. And then you see on video, bitch just going to town on your ass, but you out cold. You might be at cold or just in a daze, don't know what the fuck going on. And the bitch is going to town on you. Like, yeah, you want this to get out? You don't want this to get out here. How you think your family feel? How you think your father, your mother?
Why you think all these niggas signing these dumbass contracts? All these niggas not stupid, man.
At all.
Oh, man.
And that's just what they do, cuz. But that's how they control.
That's the name of the game, though. They, so You just gotta choose the route you wanna, you wanna take. The lane. I stay in my lane. I don't know. I know more than what I say, but every man know more than what he say. He might not say it all.
Exactly.
Feel me? I feel like Kwame Brown saying enough to let y'all boys know that, hey,
time to wake the fuck
this
up,
shit, wake up, this shit rigged. And these niggas, most of the niggas who talking that shit is bitches. And the way they gotta set it up, they don't want you to have no culture, no spirituality, no masculine or feminine, and none of that shit. They want that shit.
You to have no moral. They want you to just be easy to sell out.
They want you to be the what I call human currency, because that's what the real currency is, humans.
And Dick Gregory dropped a lot of jewels before he left. One of the most interesting things I think he said, in my opinion, was if you look up the psychology of motherfuckers who get all these tattoos, they have this very abused and fractured, mentality. They're not very happy with themselves. They live very unhappy lives. They have a lot of regret. You know what I mean?
I got not one tattoo on my body.
You know what
not
I mean?
one.
Me either.
Yeah, and they do that to
But
try to look
cover
masculine.
all of it. Exactly. It's like they're trying to cover up for all the trauma and shit they done been through. Yeah.
More and a lot of it be sexual.
And look at all these the most prominent people we see in the music industry, in the NBA, the star players, covered in tattoos.
And the person that led the way in that was Allen Iverson. Because before then, a lot of niggas wasn't coming in the league covered in tattoos like that.
Yeah.
And then, but see, Allen Iverson was one of the true few. Okay, so what they did, they took his prototype, right, but they found a way to neutralize him.
Agents of chaos.
Well, a lot of people just copying what they see. Mm-hmm. But we talking about the original people who.
I ain't gonna lie.
Covering all them tattoos. Even because if you look at I think he compared it to like China or one of them Asian countries. If you look at all the children who have all these tattoos, they heavily filled with trauma.
Right.
Deep trauma backgrounds. Mm. That's where that shit come from. So what they did was they popularized that. Now our children just looking at it thinking it's cool because everybody on TV got the shit. Exactly. But that's where that shit come from. It's the trauma. Chris Brown and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Big time.
And it ain't no coincidence these niggas Chris Brown get missing, he come back with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which that's deep and that's some MK Ultra type shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Kanye West get missing. He come back with Trump with the blonde hair.
They take them to them Jewish asylums, bro. Same thing with Britney Spears. Remember, she all of a sudden when they just cut her hair off, they took her to that same Jewish asylum, bro. I'm almost thinking they fucking cloned her ass, bitch.
Her daddy involved with that shit because her daddy got control of all her assets and shit. Yeah. So she's trying to come out and tell people like I ain't crazy, like I can take care of myself. These niggas basically got me in prison.
That's
all. They got control of my money.
But that's all the media do is control the information and say, oh, she's acting crazy. Exactly. Nah, she trying to get free, man. She trying to get free.
Bad.
She ain't acting crazy.
When you sign your name in blood, it's over.
That's why I say, hey, I live an alpha male lifestyle because I'm free.
Right.
Yeah, but
it's a done deal because you did agree.
I'm getting to a level of freedom.
To the bullshit. That's it.
Yeah.
Sign your name in blood.
They don't do the shit against your will.
You change your mind.
That's the shit too. They don't do the shit against your will.
What they do is they break it down to the point where you got it, you need it, or you know what I'm saying, or you in the heavy one of it. It's folks that get in the industry, right, and they want to start them so bad, you know what I mean, and don't know what it takes to get that shit. Just like your girl, Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? You got Beyonce, you got your girl, what's the singer name? All her family members got killed.
Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson.
Now all them chicks, they'll be rich for the rest of their life. Jennifer Hudson ain't got to put out another album or nothing. She gonna forever be rich. She gonna forever at least have about 20 million account. Now 20 million ain't shit to the people who controlling her, but it's
shit to us
to the average person.
When you grew up on Section 8.
That shit go deep. Meg Thee Stallion.
Same shit. You know Meg Thee Stallion lost her mama. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
And her mama was her manager. So that's a double whammy. Get her out the way.
And her mama was in the game first. But her mama, she had signed her name in blood. So it wasn't nowhere around it. Just like DMX, come to find out. They say it was crack. I knew it wasn't crack. It's crackheads running around there right now. I've seen since I was a jit.
So it was fentanyl.
So it wasn't exactly. And then later your boy came out and said it. Herb got it. Came out and said that shit. But he knew all along. Okay? Now the thing is, the whole idea is what folks don't know. I want to get like too off subject, but the shit crazy. This nigga's death is connected to the queen's husband that died. And the DMX got 49 written all over him. I mean, he died on 4-9. Okay?
Oh yeah, I forgot you, the gematria guy.
Nah, he died on 4-9, right? And all of that. But that was Lil Nas' birthday. Lil Nas X, that was right before his birthday, he put out that video doing that lap dance with the devil, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is the kicker. DMX ain't with that gay shit. Even though he got raped as a jit, he was like, hey, in his songs, ain't no excuse for another man having sex with a man. I forget how he said, I ain't, even if you being friendly or something, I ain't shaking your hand. When DMX died, was the death of masculine alpha male energy and the birth of what the shit Lil Nas X got going on. Now remember, keep in mind, I said he died 4-9. Peep this. DMX died at, what is it? DMX died at 50. I think Dude died at 99. 99 minus 50 is what? 49. They died on the same day. Now, this I'm telling you, all this shit ritual. Even the super elite get killed by the numbers. You know what I'm saying? And they control their own. So when you fuck with them, you know they controlling your ass.
Well, you got to join. They don't give you that much power unless you're part of some type of organization.
Yeah.
So that shit is controlled by the organization. They come together and make those decisions.
Yeah, it's
so
the Jesuits.
It ain't about one individual.
No. But what it is, it's but I say it's the Jesuits. They definitely.
I'm explaining.
Yeah. Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's about the size of it.
Because if they put it like this, bro, and I don't like to, what is it called when you fantasize? But if you ain't have all this extra bullshit going on, the shit would be totally different. It probably wouldn't be no LeBron. It'd probably be, you know what I'm saying? It'd probably be a hot dude every 2 minutes. Like, it'll be a new alpha male every 2 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody like LeBron dominating the league for so long. That shit had to be controlled, had to be planned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's doing it for 18 years.
Yeah, 18 years. You telling me nobody nobody came along to really shut it down, challenging them? You know what I'm saying?
A lot of players that came before and after LeBron, before and after Jordan. But the thing is, it takes a lot because it's more to it than
to just balling. Like,
good.
As a child, I was like, man, all you got to do is make sure you faster than this dude and you ball out. You gonna get the spot.
No,
Cause that's how we was raised though. That's how we was.
Cause in the hood, this shit different. You got
rocks
that
no, not even then. It's favoritism then.
It's favoritism then.
It's favoritism then.
Y'all gotta tell me about that. I'm dealing with that with my nephew right now. Cause see the thing is, he was on the team, Georgia Seminoles.
Right.
You know what I mean, okay. When he was there, it was some other parents it was 2 other parents, right, that had running backs as sons.
Correct.
Now, my nephew's a quarterback. And anytime he running, he might have 3 carries, 2 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? 2 80-yard runs or some shit.
Okay,
right?
so he balling.
So the parents ain't like that shit because that taking away from their kids' shine. Exactly. No. They running backs.
Oh, the running.
So he a quarterback and he getting runs. He ain't even getting that many carries, but he's scoring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they don't have the breakaway speed. You got one that's big and shifty, but he's not that fast. You know what I mean? You got the other one who's real quick, but he getting over the field, he get ran down. But the both of them are pretty smart, high IQ, whatever. So the coach started when they was playing tougher teams. They took the ball out of his hands. I guess the parents wanted to prove, our sons are the ones that are, leading the way on the team that's supposed to be. They were ranked number 1 in the state, and they won state like 2 years in a row. They won national 2 years in a row.
So let me ask you this. So in a perfect world, if you work hard, you outplay your opponent, you supposed to get the start. You supposed to be the star.
Of course, that's how it be. That's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be.
But that shit crazy.
Not in this world. Not in this society. Because there's a lot goes behind that. Because, even me, I know for a fact. That's why I used to say I like playing defense. Because I can go out there and make some plays, and I don't need the ball.
Right.
When you play running back, receiver, quarterback, you need the ball.
You need the ball, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of dudes get, like, even Kwame said, man, he cost me millions. Why? Because he ain't pass you the ball. They told them not to pass you the ball. So you can't get the point.
Yep.
You know your play. No, you know how it is, football, man. You know your play wide open. You know the dude in front of you. Man, this man can't hold me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I done been in that situation on the sideline crying like, why y'all ain't give me the ball? Why y'all ain't give me the ball? Like,
nah, you just gotta.
And that shit, it changed you as a man, though. You be like, God.
Basketball is totally different than football, cause basketball, a motherfucker like you said, if you play defense, you could just make plays.
You could just make plays on in football.
In basketball, if you don't get the ball, you're not finna put up no numbers.
And people looking at your numbers.
If they calling plays for the other players, and you the 4th, 5th option, well, if you average 10 points as a 4th, 5th option, nigga, that's amazing.
That's tough. I mean, you're a highly efficient.
You're amazing.
Because you ain't getting a whole
lot
of
shots. If you look at Kwame's career, he's been the 5th option on almost every team he's been on.
Right.
You put up 9, 8, 10 points a game, nigga, that's above average.
Hell yeah. Because you're not getting that many.
I don't care what y'all say. They program him to be what we like to call a bust.
They just didn't develop him. And if we want, so that's the part of the story they missing out.
I like the way he played it because he ain't make no excuses. He came back.
The story too.
Huh?
He broke his hand. And see, I like the way he told the story because he tell his mistakes and show the dumb shit that he did in his life.
Oh.
He got into a bar fight with a nigga before he got drafted, broke his hand, and his hand, I guess, ain't never healed right or whatever. And that was a part of the reason why he had trouble fumbling the ball. They tried to make it seem like his hands were small. His hands ain't small.
There's no way you could be 6'11" and you got small hands.
Well, no, it's possible.
I mean, for your size.
Yeah,
what he said, like Jordan hands was bigger than his, but Jordan was known to have like huge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, his hand smaller than Dr. J's.
But he said he walked up to Kurt Rambis and he put his hands against Kurt Rambis, and his hands was way bigger than Kurt Rambis. You know what I'm saying? And you know how tall Kurt Rambis is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So
Jordan had some big ass guys.
The way you gotta navigate,
J too.
Society
like
as a man, that shit still survival. The shit still survival of the fittest. You still gotta watch out for the bullshit, the fuck boys, the way people portray you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I feel like we all done been there.
Right.
So that's the whole point. And that's the whole point. I feel like we all done been there, so we all could relate. I ain't met a dude yet that can't relate to what Kwame Brown done said. So that's how you know that's some masculine shit he on. You know what I'm saying? That's on some alpha male shit. Like, if somebody talking bad about you, it ain't gonna feel good, but sometimes you just gotta let it ride for a little bit. And then sometimes you just like nigga, who is you? Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So even though I ain't never get too deep into it, like Ben made a whole podcast about me, right? But I just I let it ride.
Damn.
For real.
Did a whole episode or the whole podcast?
2 podcasts about me. It got took down though, but it was just weird because it's just like, damn, I'm really making it like that. Y'all really bothered? You know what I'm saying?
No, but
I still find it very feminine to worry about what another man doing. Like, y'all my boys. I don't wake up thinking like, what that nigga doing today? Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm not hoping.
Man.
Huh?
When you're a thought provoker, people like that are going to be spawned as a result. You know what I mean? Because they see you ain't no dumb nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you dropping jewels, dropping gems, helping niggas out in their personal relationship, dealing with women and shit, and you getting attention from women. You know what I mean? But they also, because they can see that, like that aura, whatever you want to call it, that good energy you get off. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to compete with that. You know what I'm saying? Well, so they trying to,
downplay it.
Exactly. So you just keep doing you.
Yeah. That's what I had looked in, but when I knew something was real, like I'm on to something. If somebody come to me saying, yeah, you need to change this, you need to do that, and then we could get you, and we could get you set up with this and that. I'm like, bro, I ain't doing that. Just like I was supposed to do for example, man, I'm supposed to do an interview for somebody with Kodak. I said, yeah, I'll do it. But I need to see the questions because I ain't finna be in there asking no messy ass questions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I know what I represent. So we gonna get to the bottom of that soon. But I just felt like if there's more people that come out with their own mind and say, hey, I don't like this about society. I don't like how the NBA run or the NFL running their bullshit. It wake more brothers up.
Yeah, don't want to speak out on shit. They don't.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lion in the circus. The lion in the circus don't know he a lion because he was raised in the circus. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Mm-hmm.
so
Okay. Love you.
That's how it is. You ever seen a dude be so tall? You be like, man, he tall. Why he ain't playing basketball like a tall dude? You know what I'm saying? Why he playing so timid? He should be dominating the paint. I used to see that shit all the time, man.
And why you talking about Jameer like that?
Shout out Jameer. Hey, dog, pull up, shooting threes and stuff like, bro, you the tallest person on the court.
Not just tall, but big too.
And could dunk. Like,
Yeah.
bro,
Get
if
to
you
the
don't...
rack.
Yeah, but hey, that's how I look at it with a lot of dudes. Like even with me, like they always say people with talent sometimes don't realize how much talent they have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
A big part of being successful in basketball is confidence.
you think so?
Yeah, I know so.
Of course,
Okay.
you gotta have confidence when you shooting the ball. Shooting the ball, you dribbling.
I ain't gonna lie. The days I be
That's a lot of what separates
the days I be
good players from great players.
hitting my shots, I got all type of confidence.
Because you know how much confidence Steph Curry gotta have to be able to take shots like that in the game.
Well, don't tell me. Of course, I'm a shooter. I know all that mental gotta be lined up.
You know how this nigga take shots.
Cause he
Nobody
take
in
a
the
shot.
history
He take
of
a
the
logo
league
shot.
took before.
But
Yeah.
see, when
Not on
that's-
a regular basis.
And think about it. But you see that was a ritual with LeBron and Steph with that 30-foot shot and all that stuff. The fucking ritual. Think about it. The irony of this shit. Like LeBron finna get payback on a lot of people that done beat him because y'all think it's a game. Because like right now, him and CP3 never played each other. LeBron ain't finna lose CP3, but and CP3 is a Hall of Famer. Okay. They can.
I like CP3.
I like.
I always
I
like
like for the
CP3.
Lakers to blow game one tonight. But that what LeBron do. Like if the Lakers come out and win game one, bitch, they might sweep Phoenix, bro. I'm almost certain. I'm on like in certain series where you think that shit can go possible 6 or 7 with Bron, he'll give up game one. Do that shit all the time. And we did that shit with Boston. Remember that year he came out, I think nigga scored like 2 points.
Yeah, he
Right?
did some weirdo shit. Like he always be doing
So he
that.
scored like 2 points game one. They came back game 7, put up like 39, 40 or some shit.
It's it's like I think it's a lot of politics that go into that shit, and I do think
Definitely
the
politics.
referees are influenced
It's definitely
to
politics.
point a game in a certain way.
Of course, but it's been that way since the 90s.
I don't think it's completely fixed. Like they can completely determine the outcome of a game, but I believe they greatly control it.
I know they point shade, buddy. I know that. I remember I told y'all I had the perfect parlay. I think I put in like $5. I was about to get $3,000 off this parlay. Everything was lined up.
But think
This
about
boy
it.
Nick fucking Chubb,
But that's
Out of
he didn't score a touchdown.
score
He just laid
a dog. Nobody near him. Just run out of bounds 2 yards before the end zone. Bruh, I almost lost it. I said, ain't no way in hell you've been trained to run touchdowns all your life, and then you got an opportunity to run a
I'm
touchdown.
gonna tell you why. Think about this. If you only put in what you put in, imagine what somebody else put in way more, okay, and had the same parlay as you. You ever thought about that? If you were gonna get 3 racks off of $5, imagine what another people would have got off $100.
Boy, he would have had to kill himself that day.
That's what I'm saying.
He like, nah.
But think about it.
But I had that
somebody
parlay.
put 10 grand or somebody paid 10 grand with those odds with that parlay or whatever. You feel me? But they come with 10 racks instead of you come with $5. That's bread.
Yeah, but it was still too like what you said, too rigged. Like,
No, I know what you're saying, but that's why it didn't work.
The most obvious.
No, but I'm saying the Browns weren't supposed to win that game.
Well,
but I bet.
You was talking about with him. But yeah, I know what you're saying. The most
obvious rig job I done seen was, I believe it was 2002.
No, bro.
The Lakers versus
Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Yeah,
Nah, bro.
That was the
Sacramento
most obvious
was supposed to
rig
beat
job
the
I've
Lakers,
seen
bro.
in my
You
life.
ain't see the Mavericks in the Heat
Nah, that wasn't.
when LeBron
nowhere.
when
near.
LeBron disappeared.
Listen, I know.
It looked like somebody whispered something in the LeBron ear.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't never talk about that because we can keep it real here. Bitch, no, I ain't trying to cap on no shit and get that man no excuses. Cause I get on there and I talk a lot of shit on the sports arena for guys
I
in that
if
matrix.
If you're going, well, I think you're going. I agree with you.
I don't know what I'm saying.
I think
definitely.
that shit was rigged, too.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be like that shit rigged.
Never seen that man play like that before.
Of course.
He was in his prime. It wasn't like this was early LeBron.
Listen,
this
man, he let the man drive by him, but that's part of the deal. He letting Jason Terry go by him.
Hey,
he probably tell him, look, nigga, go left, nigga. For real, think it's a game. Cause when he there, you think his feet is in cement. You like, come on, man. I just made just drive by you like that. Ain't no way in hell Jason Terry supposed to be going by you ever. Cause this the same nigga locked down Derrick Rose, nigga, in the crucial moments of the game.
Derrick Rose. MVP Derrick Rose. Yes, he did. But he was moving with him, though.
I'm just finding in the final minutes.
But he was playing the way he was supposed to play on Derrick Rose.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He wasn't even joined with the team. Like, he wasn't even playing the team concept of the defense. Like what he was playing when they was playing against Chicago.
Of course.
He was completely out of position. Yeah. It was just completely uncharacteristic.
Yeah, you like
anything you
see going on. And you keep doing this.
Yeah,
and the smart as you is, bro. That now that you see that, but that, like I tell people, that of course we all know that's not the end all be all with that man for real. But that would be a good argument.
That's the biggest knock against his career right
exactly. there. Exactly. And you can never say that about
Hey, we gonna cut this thing off, man. Been another episode of Alphacology. Because it's about to go to a whole other subject. Man. Peace.